Good evening, 49er faithful, 49er fam, 49er gang. I am Dion, your 49er reporter, here with the last video for a little bit. Off season's coming around. Draft will be here in about 2-3 months. We lost the Super Bowl. We waited 7 years since Baltimore to get back here. We went 6-10 in the Kyle Shanahan first year. Couldn't win the game. A lot of close games. Next year we go 4-12. This year 13-3. And steamrolled opponents. Did what we needed to do. Light work for the Vikings. Easy job on the pack. Super Bowl. We come in, heads held high. Everything looked good. We just didn't get it done. We win as a team, we lose as a team. But that don't mean I ain't finna go in on a few different people. So, that being said, let's get into it. At Mahomes, 26-42, 2 TDs, 2 INTs. Damian Williams, 17 carries, 104 yards, 6.1 yards per carry. And a touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 9 catches, 105 yards, averaging 11.7 yards per carry. Sammy Watkins, 5 catches, 98 yards. Frank Clark had a sack. On offense, Raheem the Dream, 12 carries, 58 yards, 4.8 yards a carry, and a TD. We outrushed them. We got 141 yards as a committee between TC, Raheem Mostert, and Deebo Samuel. Great plays on those end arounds. KB had 2 catches for 42 yards. Juice had 3 catches for 39 yards and a touchdown. 4 sacks in total as a defense. Defoe had 1.5. The other half goes to Earl Mitchell. Todd had 1. Bosa had 1. T. Moore and Fred Warner both had picks. I'm sorry if I'm not like super hype, y'all. Like, I have no reason to be hype. You know what I mean? We lost. We fucking lost. And there's a couple people that just, you know, in the words of Lucy's husband from I Love Lucy, they got some splaining to do. So, I mean, let me just go ahead and get into it, man. I'm gonna stop like bullshitting on this video. Straight the fuck up, we lost that game. Were there some shoddy calls by the refs and shit like that? Yes. Were there some definite penalties missed? Hell to the yes. I'm going to get into all that. But we lost that game, man. We lost. You know? And I think... Like, I don't want to play the blame game. Because we win as a team, we lose as a team. You know what I'm saying? But when you win, like, certain people, you know, get hoisted up because they did shit right. But when you lose, it's like, nah, we all lost as a team. We're not going to blame nobody. I am. I'm going to start blaming motherfuckers. I really am. And I'm just going to be honest about it. And if people don't like it, kiss my ass. It's my channel. I say what the fuck I want to say. Period, point blank. Jimmy lost us that fucking game. Jimmy went out there and laid a fucking ad and proved these fucking commentators and pundits right, man. He proved them right. We had 141 yards rushing, bro. They weren't really stopping our rush. We were doing what we needed to do. There were times where they would get us and times where they would do shit, but I'm telling you right now, bro, Jimmy fucked up. Jimmy fucked up bad. He had a couple of shitty throws. You had Emmanuel Sanders downfield with the proper separation, and you fucking overthrow him. Come the fuck on, man. How you overthrow this man? Learn your receivers. Spend time with them. Learn the timing. Learn how fast they are, how slow they are. This is quarterback 101. You sat behind Tom fucking Brady of all people. Come on, man. Your rapport with E-Man should be flawless. You had him long enough. Y'all spent enough time together. You should have been working on plays like that all fucking season. There's no reason to overthrow this dude at the crucial point in the game when we needed it. Don't get me wrong, man. Credit to KC defense. They did what they needed to do. They did. You know what I'm saying? KC defense did what they needed to do. But you know what they did that we didn't do on our defense? They got their hands up when the play was breaking down. At a bare minimum, they put their hands in the air. And they waved them like they just didn't care. And that had a couple of passes defense. Which is what's really striking, it's crazy to me, is the fact that we don't do that on defense. Like, if you can't get there and you standing in front of a motherfucker and he in a pocket, get your damn hands up at a bare minimum. If you know he's cocked back ready to go and you are not about to get to him, put your hands in the air. You can tip it, you can knock it down, you can do something. You can affect the play, you can affect his vision, all kinds of shit. You can do that. It's legal. You know what I'm saying? So we get Fred's interception. What happens? We score. Perfect. T. Moore had that interception. You know what happens? Not a fucking thing. We did not move the ball, people. Scoring off of turnovers is crucial when you play in a team like KC. Because they can come back. And it seems like they like to be down. You know what I mean? Like they're okay with being behind because they can just give a fuck. Defensively, like offensively, man, they stymied us, and a lot of it had to do with Jimmy with some bad throws, man. He basically proved all of the doubters right. Every doubter out there, everybody old Stephen A is finna have a ball with this shit. He about to go in. I told y'all. I told you. See, look. They try to depend on him. 1 TD, 2 interceptions. Then he about to go in. Every person that said Jimmy couldn't get it done is gonna have a field day with his ass tomorrow. Because he proved them right. He went out there and he just fucked up. Don't get me wrong, man. Like I said, credit to KC's defense. They played a great game. They had very good pressure on them and everything. But at the end of the day, bro, if the pocket breaks down, move. Stop holding the ball for 35 minutes. Shit like that. And he's been doing shit like that all year long. All year long. Like, this shit is just fucking stupid. He went out there, man, and he couldn't get it done. E-Man, wide open. You just got to put the ball in the breadbasket. At first, I thought he should have laid out for it. And then when I watched the replay, I'm like, even if he would have laid out, you can't catch that shit. That's just too far away. You throw a pick at the end of the game. We already lost, man. Damn, you have to fuck that up and throw that too? Come on. We got to the Super Bowl, man. And I'm proud of the franchise. I'm proud of the team and what we did. But all year long, man, he's been doing shit like this. There's been bonehead interceptions. There's been bonehead throws. The timing with the receivers isn't there. And I understand that that takes time. You got to build that. You have to grow that over time, years and years of practice. But at the same time, bro, like, don't overthrow your receivers. Don't put the ball behind them. You know what I'm saying? And see the open receiver. When he had one pass, man, where George Kittle was standing there. That motherfucker got out a 3-course meal and some fucking dessert with his wife. He was standing so damn wide open. And he didn't get him the ball. He threw the ball elsewhere. You know, Chiefs defense, man, my hat's off to you. My hat's off to you. Yeah, they did the damn thing. They came in, they did great. They did what they were supposed to do. But it was just the stupidest thing in the world because we just couldn't do shit, man. You know, we were doing great on that deep ball until like third, fourth quarter. Actually, honestly, it was really until the fourth quarter that we really started giving up the deep ball. And the thing was we were so great at not giving up chunk plays. But what was happening was that we actually proved all of the commentators and the pundits and the people who were going against us correct. We could not keep up with their speed. And we were so busy, you know, they would break our ankles in this game. On several plays, I watched them just start, stop, come back, cut, go. Like, they just... all of their people are put your foot in the ground and go guys. They're not guys that have to build up speed. Like, they put their foot in the ground and they go. You know what I'm saying? Like, we did what we could on defense, man, but the offense just didn't come through. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Defense failed right toward the end of the game. It just, I don't know whether they gassed out or what happened, but I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, Tyreek Hill, like I said, man, 105 yards, 11.7 yards a catch. Sammy Watkins was averaging 19.6 yards a fucking catch. And a lot of these was on like little simple ass plays, man. Like, we couldn't even tackle. There was at least like 4 to 5 more sacks we had on Pat Mahomes that we left out there because we just couldn't grab the motherfucker. Like, these, I don't know what it is. Like, these dudes on Kansas City, slippery as fuck. That shit was an atrocity, man. So, I mean, running, did what we could. Raheem Dream had his touchdown. Receiving, the only touchdown pass was Juice. But I can say that, like, T. Moore, man, he killed me. Because I had so much faith in him, man. And they put him in the game because they didn't want to get beat over the top because he has speed. He's fast. But he make the interception. Offense fucks up. They don't get nothing off that. That's their fault. But then, like, with the most blatant of fucking PIs I done seen since the nigga from New Orleans, you know, jumped up on dude from the Rams. Only difference is they actually called this one. It was obvious as fuck. The ball was being thrown, and your dumb ass decides to look at the dead at the receiver. You don't get your head around, and you jump in the air. You really think they're not going to call that PI? Then you turn around talking about, what? Are you fucking serious? Come on, Tarvarius. You knew that shit was a PI when you did the dumb shit. You looking at the receiver. This is fucking football 101. Your DB coach teaches you this shit all the time. You know the reason why Deion never had a lot of PIs? Because Deion was looking for the ball. And this is what happens when you don't look for the ball. You get their ass down to the goal line, boom, easy TD. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, toward the end of the game, that was a delayed game on us. We should have had that call. They should have moved us back. We should have repeated fourth down. Did they make the call? Nah. Several hits out of bounds on several different players. Did they make the call? Nah. Refs didn't see that shit. But then when it comes to Kansas City, they seen everything. So, I ain't gonna blame this game on the refs. It's not the case. The refs they didn't lose this game, we did. We fucked up. You know what I mean? Defense did what they could, but, you know, for as much as I love Uncle Sherm, man, he's an older dude. He can barely keep up with them cats, man. I done seen twice in the playoffs, and this was against Devontae Adams and going against Tyreek Hill. Sherm, when he's trying to run full speed, he's grimacing. So it makes you start to think that Achilles is as healed as it's going to get, but it's not going to get much better. He said that he, at some point, you know, envisioned himself playing safety. You might want to start thinking about that. We might want to start thinking about moving him there. You know? This is just a really sad day in 49er history, man. We done lost 2 Super Bowls back to back. You know, I mean literally back to back, but you know, last time we went, we lost. This time we went, we lost. You know, and what the biggest problem was that when we got that interception from Tarvarius Moore, we did not score any points. We didn't even barely move the ball on that drive. The offense was too anemic at too much. You know what I mean? And like the pass, the offensive PI on Kittle, bad call. Come on, man. They jockeying for position. Everybody pushes. Everybody kind of extends their hand. But something so little as you extending your hand, that's an offensive PI. Look where the ball was. This motherfucker wasn't finna make a play on shit. Come on now, people. You know. But Jimmy, very disappointing. Very disappointing. I'm not finna sit up here and be that person to act like, nah, man, you know, it's cool. We lost. No. Fuck no. I'm going to be a fan, and I'm going to be that dude that says Jimmy fucked up. And he did. And watch everybody eat him alive. This in no way tells you that I am not a 49er fan, because I am. And I will stay a 49er fan even though we lost Super Bowl. I could give a flying fuck. I'm a Niner fan until I die. That's not about to change for no damn body. But I just see certain things and I don't like it. Another thing. I understand we have to respect their speed. Like, I get it. Like, these dudes are fast. And it showed in the game that if they get their little wiggle, they shift, they stick, or they come around, man, these cats are breaking our ankles. But for the life of me, I will never understand Robert Saleh. Because why are you playing off? So far off. These dudes, when we're inside the 20, you can't be that fast. And these DBs for us can't be that slow. There's no way in hell you should be playing that far off when you inside the 20 or even inside the 10. Don't give them no cushion. Make their life a living fucking hell. You got 5 yards to fuck them up. To throw them off their route. Even a little quick jab to the shoulder. Anything you can do to knock off the timing and give our defense just that extra second will allow us to be able to do what we need to do. Fred Warner several times had his ass in the air. He jumped. Put your hands up. You jumped and you were right in the direction of the ball. Put your fucking hands in the air. Try to knock the ball down. Try to intercept. I don't give a fuck what you do. The interception he got, that shit was like plain. It was obvious. It was plain as day. He sat there. Tyreek Hill was behind him. Pat Mahomes threw the ball. I almost think he didn't even see Fred. But shit like that, you know what I mean? It hurts me to the core to see that our offense was so anemic. It hurts me to the core that Jimmy just couldn't make the throws. You know? And it kills me because KC really did to us what they did to everybody else. They let us get up on them, and they came back and got us. But like I said, this would have been a game had we just took advantage of the turnovers. If we at least kick a field goal on that Tarvarius Moore turnover, you know what that does? That puts us in prime position to do whatever we need to do. That says that's okay, look, we got to get down the field. We got to score. We got to do what we got to do. You know what I'm saying? When they go up, Pat Mahomes on the sideline screaming, finish them, finish them. Giving the defense all the juice in the world. You know? But Salah, he loves his cover 3. He loves playing off. If you just play your zone and you just do this and do that, everything's going to work out perfectly. You know, just do your job and everything will be fine. No, bro. It wasn't fine. We just lost the fucking Super Bowl. Come on, man. Every now and then you got to allow these dudes, you got to tell them, play man. Get up close and personal with them. You bump and run. Well, I don't care what you do, man. But you got to stop doing this fucking off-coverage shit because it's not helping. You don't play off on the team that does this because he walked down the field too many times. There were several times, man, where he scored in under 3 minutes. They just running down the field, scoring. Quick. Oh, we're going to drop a little 10-yard boom? Boom. Here. 10. Oh, wait. Broke somebody's ankles. Maybe we'll make that 15 or 20. That's what I'm saying. You know, Sammy Watkins to have 5 catches for an average 19 points. That nigga was averaging almost 2 first downs a catch. Come on, man. There's shit that just cannot be done. You know? And I'm going to have to put some of this blame on Kyle, too, man. It has nothing to do with that previous Super Bowl because I give 2 fucks about what happened with the Falcons. To be honest with you, Kyle does not go for the kill when he has the chance, and I don't like it. Because in that first half, he just kept letting the clock run. Kept letting the clock. Like, bro, don't put yourself in a position to give them any reason to get closer to you in scoring for any reason at all. When we got the ball back in the second quarter, when we were under 2 minutes, the first thing we should have been doing was trying to move the ball down the field to either kick a field goal or score a touchdown. Either one. But no, we're just going to let the clock run. Fuck it. We'll just go on. Hey, we're going to halftime. We're tied. Everything's okay. No, the fuck it's not. You've seen fucking Kansas City all fucking playoffs long. These motherfuckers will score in seconds if they have to. And if you give them any kind of leeway, man, you get those motherfuckers an inch, they'll take 4 miles. Like, you can't do that, man. You like, Kyle gotta understand, like, in a game like this, put your foot on their fucking throat and twist until you crack their fucking windpipe. You have to go hard or go home. This is the biggest game in your life. This is the Super Bowl. And with the second quarter, we need to be up on them at all fucking times. And we weren't. You took your foot off the fucking gas, Kyle. Come on, man. You don't go into halftime all comfortable like, hey, man, I know it's tied, but, we still got 2 other quarters. What the fuck are you doing? Put your foot on their fucking throat, twist, break their fucking windpipe, give them no chance. You never leave the door open for somebody like Pat Mahomes. Ever. Ever. So, I mean, man, like, we lost, bro. We lost. Like I said earlier, hats off to KC. Y'all did what y'all needed to do. You know what I'm saying? To any KC fans, congratulations. You did what you had to do. Y'all won, fair and square. I understand there were a couple of missed calls, but the thing is, you don't want to ever leave a game up to the refs. You want to be able to put that shit so far out of hand that any call they make doesn't even fucking matter. It doesn't mean shit, because no matter what they say or what they do, we so far up they can't catch us. End of the first half, Kyle, you should have put your foot on the gas and went for a TD. You should start driving downfield. Nah, what we doing? We just chilling. Like, come on, man. It's the biggest game in your life. This is what you coach for. This is what these players play for. And at the end of the day, came up short, man. I look forward to next year, but I didn't want to look forward to next year. I wanted to be celebrated. I wanted to almost get kicked out of my apartment building, literally, for being so loud and so happy that we won. Nope. I couldn't, because my team, unfortunately, let me down. There's so many different things that could have been done and so many things that should have been done, but I got a defensive coordinator who will not get away from playing his zone coverage because he loves it, and it's going to work because that's all he thinks of. He doesn't think to change the game plan up or switch things up. You know, I got a head coach and an offensive coordinator who just didn't realize that Pat Mahomes was on the other sideline, and Eric Bieniemy and Andy Reid were saying, we're going to go, go, go. We got super speedy guys, and, you know, we're going to try to score as quick as we possibly can. I mean, I'm not going to sit up here and say that I lost faith in Kyle, you know what I'm saying, as the head coach or a play caller. But if y'all notice, there have been several times this season where he's done that, where he chills out, you know, on offense. Like, you don't chill out on offense. Keep going. You're an offensive mastermind. You're one of the greatest offensive minds in the game today. Partially, you know what I'm saying, because your dad taught you all the things that he know. And then you innovated that even further into your own shit. But you can't at no point let your foot off the gas with a team like Kansas City. You must stay on them every second, every chance you get. You want to be on them like steak on shit, like white on rice, and any other metaphor you can think of for being on top of something. It hurts. It hurts me to the core. I'm saddened by this loss because it's frustrating that we couldn't pull off the W. And, you know, it sucks, man. Jimmy fucked up. Tarvarius fucked up when he, you know what I'm saying, had that penalty. The refs fucked up when they had, you know what I'm saying, a bunch of calls that they missed. But at the end of the day, we shouldn't have given. This game should have been ours. We were better than them in every way, shape, and form. And now I got to hear Frank Clark run his fucking mouth with his weird ass. You know what I'm saying? We had them down, man. We had Tyrann Mathieu all fucked up mentally. Like, we had everything that we needed for us, man. But offensive ineptitude, man. They said, all right, well, fuck it. Since we're, you know, doing what we're doing, we're just going to throw the ball. Unfortunately, Jimmy went out there and proved every fucking commentator right. And you'll see it. But, man, I'm out. This will be the last video for a little bit. I'll come back before, you know, the draft. And probably, you know, even in between then. Because we got to talk about the roster. We got to talk about free agents. We got to see who's getting paid, who's not. There's a lot of variety. There's a variety of different things. So I'll be back. I'm not going to stop, like, posting and shit. But right now, man, if you're there, you know, have a sip of something. Try to relax. At this point, man, sleep on it. That's all we can do. Y'all stay 49er faithful. Stay blessed. Have a great evening. Wherever you are, please be safe. And I'm out.